Hello everyone, back today with another video. This is going to be, I guess, what we could call episode 3 in like subscriber battles or something along those lines. Today we're playing Marca Vincenti. He is the player Not Serious in the comment section that you might be able to find in some of my videos. But at any rate, I'm going to use a setup with some of the similar changes I did against the person I just played, which was Super KK, I believe. But yeah, similar changes that I made there. Again, similar to one of the setups I'll use for 500 and below. But a couple of changes made because I know these people are viewers, so I want to mix it up just a little bit. I'm going to hit this piece here because I don't mind losing a captain. I have no issues with that per se. So probably a palm. Oh, lieutenant. That is the best piece that I can take with a captain. See what he takes me with. Surely something. Colonel. Alright. So let's come out with a scout and maybe just scout this piece, see if he was bluffing me or see what we got there. So far we know Colonel here and this piece came from here, so I'll go ahead and scout it, of course. Just to confirm or deny. It's a lieutenant. Alright. Interesting bluffing my captain with a lieutenant. But I will probably bring my own colonel out. Just to maybe pick up another lieutenant and then trade, or even a scout, something along those lines, I suppose. Alright, so I will move up here. Alright, I'll go ahead and trap this piece then, I guess. I'm going to take that. This is not a good piece, I know, because that was a front row. Was it a front row piece? Can't remember. So I'll go ahead and move in on that. We'll trade. Alright. Very good. So I'll go ahead and go up another lieutenant. So we'll be down a captain and up a lieutenant for an early trade-off there. I know that's not a good piece. I'll just put the captain against it and see what he does, if anything. Alright, we will trade that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to scout this, just see what we got there. Lieutenant, another lieutenant. So 3 lieutenants on that side. Very interesting. Alright. Probably come out with a major of my own. I want to maybe bluff that lieutenant as a bomb if I can, because I usually will put bombs on the sides against lower elo players. So you might believe that, but we'll see. Just going to back that with the major, in case it's a captain or lieutenant. I'm going to attack this here. This could be a good piece. I don't think this is, though. I just don't feel that this is a good piece, necessarily. I could be wrong about that, but alright, so he's going to attack me there. I'll go ahead and retreat, see if he follows me, and see if I need to construct a defense here or not. He will not follow me, so I'll just go ahead and run back then. Alright, so I'm up 3 pieces to the 1 captain, so we're looking pretty good so far. He's got the information on my major, and I know this lieutenant of his. So what I might be able to do is get a scout, maybe check this piece out to see what we have going on there. Because it came from here, it could be something good, or it could be guarding this piece here. So depending on what this value is, like if this is a captain or major, then I'm going to start thinking this is like the marshal. Or if this itself is something good, then obviously I'll know it. Or if this is like maybe a scout or another sergeant or something like that, then I'm going to be less inclined to think this is a good piece. So that's basically how a lot of how intuition works, is like judging what you think pieces might be based on what's around them and how you think players act. But he's doing a little exploration on that right side. I'm not worried about that because there's not much over there that he can access as of yet. But I'm going to go ahead and scout this if he gives me the opportunity. Hopefully he doesn't move the lieutenant up. That would be a bit annoying. Alright. Alright, very nice pickup there. Take that captain back and be up 3 pieces again. That's very good for me. Yeah, that was a bit of a delayed response there, okay. Yeah, so that's definitely beneficial for me. I can even give that major up for info if I really wished, since I'm still up 3 pieces, and it's a known major. And he does know 2 of my majors now, so that's not totally ideal. I'll probably hit this with my captain, because... And I'll go ahead and scout that, of course. We'll see what we have going on here, like I said, based on this piece. If it's like a major, then I'm going to be... Yeah, okay, this is probably the marshal. Like I said, if it was a major or something like that, I'm going to think it's the marshal. I am sold that this piece right here is the marshal. I mean, he had a colonel here, he had a major here, he had captains around. I mean, that's got to be the, something like the marshal, right? Anyway, I'll hit this. I'll hit that with my captain. I just feel like he might bring down a lieutenant or captain of its own. He knows that major, so that's a bit annoying. He won't trade it, but yeah. So wait, is he going to trade majors in the center with me? Okay, so he must not know this major or something, because otherwise there's no reason to not trade that. But I'm going to go ahead and bring this colonel out towards the center. I don't really have much guarding the center right now, just lieutenants. And I want to, ideally, not give up info. Okay, I'll take that like I said I would. Another scout, so, alright, that's fine. Not much to be seen there. You know what, I'm going to guard that captain with my colonel, but I'm going to bring the major out instead. Because the major goes a little bit better with lieutenants and generals anyway. Because if I were to give up a lieutenant and then take it with a colonel, that's not really ideal. But taking it with a major is fine, because that's less info that I'm giving up. I feel comfortable hitting both of these with my lieutenant, because he just had a captain on the front row there. Yes, I'll take that. Go ahead and take that there, and then I'll probably bring this major around, put it towards the center, and then we should have a better defense. I'll hit this, by the way. It might even be a scout. Yeah, so I figured. I didn't think it was going to be a captain, because he already had one there, and I just didn't feel like it. He's already had a major and colonel, and he had another captain here. I'm expecting they're either buried, or the other captains are on this side. So, good bluff call there by me. Again, I will blind take this with my major. Or, I'm sorry, I will blind take that with my marshal, if he puts it there. Here's the deal. I think I will call that blindly with my general. Okay, that's a bit annoying. I will take that captain. Alright, so he'll just take a minor and run away with that. That's fine. Like I said, I would take that with my gen if he blindly moved next to it. I think I have to. Otherwise, it could be a captain. It could ravage all this. Let's go ahead and see. He'll probably just retreat with me. Yeah. Okay, he will hit me. Not really sure what that was about. If he was going to hit that, then why not just take this and get something for it in case it is a good piece? I think it's better for him to take this, take that, have more material, and then get the info rather than just wait and let me hit him or attack him. But at any rate, I will now go up no, that is going to be 5 pieces. I will be up 5 pieces now, and then down a minor and a scout. And he knows, he doesn't know, I don't think he remembers this major, even though he has discovered it with his sergeant along the side there. Now, I'm so sold that this is the marshal that I will literally blind hit this with my gen. Let me do that, just see what we have. Interesting. I am so sold that this is the marshal that I'm literally going to go over here and take all this mess with my general. If he does have the marshal over here and I'm wrong, then I'm just going to accept that, and I'm going to use my 6-piece lead to hopefully take the win here. Let's see, I think that's the only piece that's moved, actually. Ah, he's going to trade with me. Okay. Very, very good to know there. Okay. Yeah, so his general came from here. Tell me that's not the marshal. I mean, there's no other way that that's something other than a marshal right now. I mean, that would be absolute insanity if that wasn't the marshal. But I'll go and take this with my known major if he moves next to it, because that's obviously a scout. I'm actually surprised that he, traded with me. See, my gen came from the center, so that's his marshal right here. I mean, it's clear that that's the marshal. Let's see, I'll come up with a colonel. See, he'll probably scout me or something like that, but we'll see. Maybe not. Okay, sergeant, so it's actually not a scout, whatever. Come up with a colonel, maybe dare him to trade or something like that. Alright, I will take that. Major. I'm not sure why you would bluff me with that. It's not your marshal. I thought it would actually be a colonel. But this, I am so sold that this is a marshal. I will, like, if he skewers me between, like, if he would walk this piece in between a colonel and a major, I would hit it with the spy. If he walked any other piece between my unguarded colonel and major, I would hit it with the colonel, because I'm so confident this is the marshal. Now let me back this piece up. Just get out of the way. None of these three are the marshal. Let me hit that, just see what we got there. Minor. Okay. It's a bit annoying because now I'll have 2 discovered captains, but I think I can manage it. That's not, you know, let's just see what we have here. Major. Good to know. Alright. That means I'm going to block this piece in case it is the colonel. Alright, he's going to hit me there. That's fine. I'll go ahead and probably try to trade if I can. He'll probably move it up and try to trap me or something, but it's fine. I'm trying to remember where his first colonel came from. I assume we traded it. I actually can't remember because I know obviously we're both missing colonels. But actually I'm just going to leave this spy uncovered. Okay, that's fine. Obviously I'll tuck that away if he does anything too creative with it over here, but I'm going to go ahead and block that. Alright, I'll trade that then. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a trade there. That's good stuff. Alright, sorry about that. So I know this is the major, therefore this is his marshal. Don't know the spy yet. But I'll go ahead and get this major off of the board if I can. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'd like to get an opportunity to blind spy his marshal. He doesn't really have anything left. I could actually walk the spy up against his lieutenant. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just leave that there. I'm not worried about that because I have my marshal to counteract anything if he decides to scout it or something. Honestly, I don't mind losing the spy because that would be fine with me. But I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. Let's go ahead and threaten him. Suppose that could be the spy, like a very low chance of that being the spy. Probably move up with the marshal. Alright, I'll hit that, because I know that's his lieutenant, and I'll force him to reveal his marshal. That only helps me. It doesn't help him at all. But yeah, I figured that was the marshal. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to threaten that, and then we're going to threaten this. Maybe he'll move the marshal next to it if I'm lucky. Alright, interesting. Let's see if we can get him to take the bait. Yeah, we can. Awesome. Alright, I'll go ahead and spy that marshal up. Yeah, I think the marshal in that case was just kind of clear from the beginning of the game from my perspective. But, yeah. I just kind of read it. He had the colonel here, major here, marshal unmoved here, like one of those, you know, good pieces. It's like, oh, I'm not a good piece, I'm not moving. So I think that was kind of, you know. Alright, so he'll scout me, that's what I figured. I actually figured that was a scout, and I didn't even care to put it in front of... I didn't even care to put my spy in front of that piece, because I knew that, you know, even if I lost the spy, it would be totally fine. But this is a bit of overwhelming now at this point, being marshal, major, captain, 3 lieutenants, 2 sergeants up, all that. I'll probably just end up lottoing or something. He'll probably use his scouts and then probably end the game, but we'll see. At any rate, I will just get my pieces at the ready. I'll hit this just because, you know, why not? Bomb. Okay. Now, one thing I don't know, where his spy is, I would assume it's this piece. Since I think that was the only piece that was like 3rd row or something here. But yeah, I don't know his spy, so at least there's that. Hit that. Last scout. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and probably trade or take it or whatever. Trade off, yeah. Alright, well that will definitely do it. I'll go ahead and hit this with my captain just for good measure. Well, wait. I think that might have... Has that moved? I think that's moved anyway. Can't remember, but I think that's moved anyway, so I'll hit that anyway. And he'll just surrender. I guess he said something. Ah, darn. I hate that when you can't do it. Anyway. Alright, yeah, good game, good methodical win, just kind of like the last game, I was just able to read the pieces really well, especially as Marshall, and that really just led me to the win, because I was really never down anything, and I only ever gained material from my, intuition. Anyway, good game, and thank you for playing, and see you guys in the next video.